percentage composition. Last class we have studied about the method of doing the calculation for molecular mass of a given compound. That is, let us slowly revise about it. If we have taken an example of sodium hydroxide, we write down the mass of sodium, we add it to the mass of oxygen and to the mass of hydrogen. I have not written 1, 1, 1 over here because all these are one elements only. They have combined to form a compound. Total of it, we get it as 40. Now, the percentage composition on this particular topic, we try to calculate the percentage of every element that is used to form this particular compound. What percent of that particular element is used to form a compound? Like the percentage of oxygen used to form a sodium hydroxide, or the percentage of hydrogen used to form a sodium hydroxide, and so on. So let us calculate the percentage, or find out the method of calculating the percentage composition of the given substances. So the very first step for us to calculate the percentage composition is we should calculate its molecular mass. This is our first step. Second step is, supposing if I'm interested in knowing the percentage of sodium being used, then I have to calculate it as, I have to use a calculation saying that 40 grams of sodium hydroxide contains 23 grams of sodium. I have written down the value as grams over here. Last class we have studied that molecular mass is calculated in the form of atomic mass unit. Either you represent in the atomic mass unit, or it can also be represented in the form of grams. Therefore, 100% of sodium hydroxide will contain 23 into 100 divided by 40. So that gives you 57.5%. In the next step, if I am interested in calculating the percentage of oxygen, that is 40 grams, same method I have to go ahead with. 40 grams of sodium hydroxide contains 16 grams of oxygen. Therefore, 100% of sodium hydroxide should contain 16 into 100 divided by 40. That gives you 40%. The last step, if I have to calculate the percentage of hydrogen, 40 grams of sodium hydroxide contains 1 gram of hydrogen. Therefore, 100%, that is 100 grams of sodium hydroxide should contain 1 into 100 divided by 40. That you end up with a value as 2.5%. You will get, in this particular topic, that is percentage composition, you will get questions where you are supposed to calculate the percentage composition of all elements of a given compound. We may also ask you to find out the percentage composition of any one particular element, like I may ask only hydrogen, I may ask only sodium. At that case, if I have asked you only about sodium, you have to do only this calculation, no need of doing the remaining. If the question says find out the percentage composition of all the elements, then you go ahead with writing down the percentage composition of every element present in it. This is much easier. We can even find out whether our values are correct or not. How to check it? That is a part of a verification. How will you check? So we have got 57 over here, 57.5, then 40, then 2.5. Add them up, you will get 100. So you are sure that when we ask you a question of percentage composition of every element, you can confirm yourself saying that your values are correct, right? But most of the time we may ask you only one particular element from a given compound. Now supposing, let us take up another example. If I take an example of carbon dioxide. First step, calculate the molecular mass of carbon dioxide, that is 12 plus 16 into 2, that gives you 12 plus 32, which also gives you 44 grams. This is our first step. Then percentage of carbon in it, how will you do? 44 grams of carbon is present, contains 12 grams, 44 grams of carbon dioxide contains 12 grams of carbon. Then 100 grams or 100% should contain 12 into 100 divided by 44. You end up with a value of 27.27%. Or percentage of oxygen if we ask you, then again the same step, 44 grams of carbon dioxide will contain 32 grams of oxygen. Bear it in mind, we are calculating the entire oxygen that is present here, not only one oxygen atom. We have taken, since oxygen over here is 2, so we have taken 2 into 16, that is 32 grams of oxygen. 100% contains of carbon dioxide contains 32 into 100 divided by 44, that gives you 72.73%. We may also ask you questions like, a little complicated one, where supposing if we ask you ammonium carbonate, and we will ask you the percentage composition of hydrogen only. So what you'll do, you'll find out the molecular mass of the entire ammonium carbonate. 4 2s are 8, 8 into 1, that is 8 grams of hydrogen. So based on that, you calculate the entire hydrogen that is present. We may also ask you something related to water of crystallization, copper sulfate dot 5H2O. Here, if I ask you a question as find out the calculation molecular mass of oxygen, then you will be calculating the molecular mass of oxygen, 4 present over here and 5 here, totally 16 into 9 of oxygen. You will use the oxygen that is present in the compound here and the oxygen that is present as a part of water of crystallization. You will calculate it everything and then find out the percentage composition of oxygen used to make copper sulfate. Is it clear? Now let us practice these percentage compositions. We will divide it in 2 different categories. In one set, you calculate the percentage composition of all elements present in it. of all elements. Potassium nitrate, methane, ammonia, sulfur dioxide. In second category, calculate the percentage composition of in case of phosphoric acid, calculate the percentage of oxygen present in it. Only oxygen that is present in it. In the second case, aluminium chloride and chlorine present in it. Percentage composition of only chlorine present in it. Lastly, nitric acid, percentage composition of hydrogen present in it. Is it clear? In the first step, you will be calculating percentage composition of all the elements present in it. In the second category, you will calculate the percentage composition of oxygen in phosphoric acid, chlorine in ammonium chloride, hydrogen in nitric acid. Thank you.